Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here tonight, talking about SmackDown. I know this is awfully odd for me to be making videos about SmackDown. I watched Monday Night Raw last night, all 3 hours, honestly. I think I honestly just missed the first few minutes. I'm on vacation. I really don't have anything else to do. I'm living life on the East Coast time zone, and Raw and SmackDown starting actually at 8 o'clock at night. It's actually a little bit better than it coming on live. With it coming on at 5 and being over at 8 o'clock. But I thought that honestly tonight's episode of SmackDown was really, really good. It had the women's ladder and the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's where I was going. They redid the match from Money in the Bank because of the fact that Ellsworth was involved in the finish, grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase. So from there, Daniel Bryan basically said that Ellsworth was going to be banned from the arena. The arena hosting SmackDown tonight was, of course, down in San Diego. I went to this arena back in 2011 after SummerSlam. I believe this is where CM Punk and Kevin Nash had their face-to-face before the match that never happened. I honestly thought the arena was a dump. We had good seats that were free, thanks to Miguel. He got a good hookup for us with freaking I-88. It was me, Luke, Miguel, and his cousin. And we had a ton of fun that night. I honestly don't think I would ever make the drive from LA to San Diego again. I thought that kind of sucked. But I picked up Luke and we had fun that day. I'm sure you go back in the archives, you can find the day in the life of that pretty easily. Bought my CM Punk Best in the World shirt that day. And it was a size too small. For some reason they gave me a large. And I guess I need a new one, but I guess I'll never get another new one. But the match tonight, honestly, was a very, very good match. 5 competitors in there. You had Becky Lynch, you had Charlotte, you had Carmella, you had Tamina, and Natalya. And of course, with every Money in the Bank ladder match, everybody has a spot where they think they're going to win it. But going in, the heavily favorite was Carmella. Everyone thought that she was going to pull off the upset. I really thought that going into this match, Becky Lynch and Charlotte would have been really good people to win. Of course, just like when somebody wins the first time championship, like Finn Balor being called the first ever Universal Champion, Chris Jericho becoming the first ever undisputed champion, that sort of sticks. And of course, the first ever Money in the Bank winner was Edge. He cashed in against John Cena. That's a wrestling moment that I'll never forget, for the fact that we didn't really know what the rules of the Money in the Bank ladder match was. So we didn't really know what to expect when he cashed in after Cena competed in the Elimination Chamber. We didn't know that you could do that. It is what it is. But now, of course, Carmella is going to be known as the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Twice. I guess maybe she'll be even able to run her mouth saying that she's the 2-time Money in the Bank winner, winning 2 of these deals. I don't know if they're going to strike the first one from the record and say that it never happened because of Ellsworth being involved. But then again, Ellsworth got involved in this one as well. Maybe they're leading up to Daniel Bryan versus Ellsworth down the road. Maybe that's a match that they can actually appease wrestling fans by letting Daniel Bryan fight against somebody, and because it's Ellsworth, he's probably not going to get hurt. The match was really good. The girls went out there. I'm sure that honestly, when it was scripted on paper, these girls were going to go out there and they were going to have another ladder match so soon after the last one. If you've heard the stories about guys finding out that they're doing TLC matches the day of on television, like TLC 3 was, because of the fact that Jericho and Benoit had just won the tag titles on Raw, and they couldn't really continue on with the 2-man power trip storyline of Steve Austin and Triple H because of the fact that Triple H blew out his quad. they had to go in a different direction, and those guys were pissed that they had to go out there and compete in a match like that, on the spot. Not really being able to get, physically ready to be able to be having a match like that they thought was going to be able to, take the show and get them credit of being there. They didn't want to go out there and stink it up. So here they are, the girls going out there, a week and a day after the last one. I guess a week and 2 days, from the last Money in the Bank show, and now here they are wrestling on another one. Nobody really took huge, gigantic spots. Having commercials sort of, took a little bit out of it. But I thought that it honestly was a really, really cool match. You had Tamina in there, who actually at one point got trapped under the ladder by Charlotte, who once Charlotte got to the top was able to muscle out and throw Charlotte off of the ladder. There was a spot where Ellsworth came running back down into the ring to get Carmella, and he actually tried to go up the ladder yet once again, this time to be interrupted by Becky Lynch, who then had a back and forth between her and Ellsworth, and then her and Carmella. Carmella was taking out Becky Lynch with a chair to the knee and a chair to the back. Sort of shows you that they might be going with Carmella versus Becky Lynch while trying to finish off the Naomi and Lana feud, which is going to be going on right now. But having Carmella hold the Money in the Bank ladder match sort of always makes you think in the back of your mind that something's going to be coming up for this. So it's going to be really fun for the women's division on SmackDown. Of course, right now you've got Baron Corbin hiding in the weeds with the Money in the Bank one for the men. So, fun times for SmackDown, a really good show, a really good match, and sort of gives you something to look forward to for Battleground coming around the corner.